A March matchup we could revisit, say, 4 to 7 times here in June. Conference leaders meeting tonight on an 80-degree night in South Florida. Potential NBA Finals preview as the team with the best record in the NBA. The Phoenix Suns visit the East-leading Miami Heat. Welcome to NBA Courtside, presented by DoorDash. Look who's back for the Suns. Devin Booker, after missing the last 4 games in health and safety protocols. He is back here in Miami to end this road trip. Flew in just for the game. Meanwhile, no Jimmy Butler tonight for the Heat. But Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero make a very formidable foe for the Suns. Miami has won 3 in a row and 7 of the last 8. These are the 2 number 1 seeds right now. In the West, Phoenix, 52 wins. That's more than they had all of last year when they had the second best record in the entire league. Miami, a 2-game lead atop the Eastern Conference standings. Both teams in the top 10 in offense and defense. In fact, Phoenix in the top 5 in both offense and defense entering tonight. Hey everybody, Dave Pasch alongside J.J. Redick. We were talking, J.J., with Monty Williams, the Suns head coach, about is this just another game or is this bigger than that? And Monty said, yeah, this is big. I want to win this game and I want to win it badly. From a player's perspective, when you're the best and you're playing against another great team in the middle of a regular season, what does this mean?
I didn't have the luxury of picking and choosing what games I would get up for. I had to get up for every game. But certainly, you look for measuring stick games throughout the season. And for both teams, this is a measuring stick game.
All right, let's go a little bit deeper into what you're looking for tonight. Our greatest delivery presented by DoorDash.
Well, look, you mentioned the Heat having a top 5 defense. To me, the backbone of that defense is Bam Adebayo. To me, he is the most versatile 5-man in the NBA. He can guard pick and rolls in so many different ways. Drop coverage, hedge, switching. On the offensive side for the Heat, Tyler Hero has been an absolute dynamite spark plug off the bench. He's the front runner for the 6th man of the year. He's averaging 21 a game this season. His offensive creation is going to be even more important with Jimmy Butler out tonight. And on the Suns side, look, they've been, to me, the best clutch team in the league all season. They're 27-5. They get Book back tonight. They just had 2 wins while Book and CP were out in clutch time against the Knicks and last night in Orlando. That is what has made this team so special this year.
3-1 over the last 4 games while Devin Booker was back in Phoenix going through the health and safety protocols. Here's George with more.
Thanks, Dave. We spoke to Monty Williams, the head coach of the Suns, about Devin Booker, and he is in the lineup today. No minutes restriction, though he will watch him. He'll keep an eye on him and see how he's doing within the game. Cam Johnson is not on this particular trip. After that tussle with the Knicks, he's still dealing with some stuff there, so they're waiting to see if he'll come back. But good news is he is watching games with Chris Paul, and I'm sure JJ can attest to that. I'm sure there's a good tutoring lesson going on there. For Miami, lastly, no Jimmy Butler today. He's out with a sinus infection. So we'll have the 2 number 1 teams in their respective conference from FTX Arena here in Miami. We'll send it back to the studio next with Michael Eaves, Chiney Ogwumike, Kendrick Perkins, and my pal, Richard Jefferson. All coming up next here on ESPN.
Jumping that, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that 5, jumping that, hitting that 5, jumping out with, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by DoorDash, the official on-demand delivery platform of the NBA.
We don't play for anything else except for the win.
You know, I've never dealt with this kind of hurt.
What could have been, but it didn't happen.
We got all the way to the finals.
Yeah, I said I feel invincible. It's 100. I won't keep going. It's 85 just to walk on.
Johnson for the win. Damn time.
There hasn't been much of a national conversation around the Miami Heat. Why isn't anybody giving them any love?
Slam, bam, slam.
Oladipo, 3-ball, right corner pocket, knocks it down.
Welcome back, Victor Oladipo. Crowder left alone, got another one.
Booker, here's his 3. Suzanne, Devin Booker.
Not going to shock anybody if they make another run back to the final.
Championship pedigree basketball.
I said I feel invincible.
Welcome to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. The teams with the best record in their respective conferences square off tonight in Miami. The Phoenix Suns, 52-13, winners of 3 of the last 4 against the Miami Heat, 44-22. The route to finish with the number 1 seed, a little bit different for each team. 16 games left for Miami, 11 of those at home. This is game 3 of a 7-game homestand. Phoenix has 10 more road games after tonight. They'll return home to play Toronto Friday, Lakers Sunday on ESPN, but most of their remaining games on the road, although they have a 9-game lead over Memphis and Golden State in the West. Our starting lineups brought to you by Sprite. Devin Booker is back. Missed the last 4 games. He'll be joined by Cam Payne, who's been terrific in the absence of Chris Paul. Bridges, Crowder, and Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, 51 points the last 2 games, the leading scorer for the Suns over that stretch. And for the Heat, Jimmy Butler will not play tonight because of a sinus issue. He's considered day-to-day, so Gabe Vincent will start with Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, former Sun P.J. Tucker, and Bam Adebayo in the middle. The 2 all-star coaches are on the sidelines tonight. Monty Williams, now in his 3rd year with Phoenix, told us he wants to win this game, A, because it's a measuring stick for us, and B, because everybody says Eric Spoelstra is a better coach. He's won more titles than me. I still have to prove myself. There is Spo, future Hall of Famer, 14th year as the head coach, 27th in the organization. Recently named the 15 greatest coaches of all time in the history of the game. Two teams built in similar fashion. James Jones, the GM of the Suns, spent a lot of time here in Miami with the Heat, and Phoenix, in building its roster and culture, modeled itself after the Miami Heat way.